institution. It doesn't mean anything today. We live in a mental institution. 'Cause everything's crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There is a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day. It's a new way.
Hey there, boys and girls. I'm Wild Bill, and I just rode into town. Look out, all you bad guys out there. I'm fixing to blow the whistle on all your evil plans. Yes, it's Saturday night, and you're not going to believe what we got here for you on the Samsel Report tonight. Okay? All right? Right here on Revolution Radio.
What evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
That's right. That's right. Welcome to the Samsel Report. We're coming to you live from my personal isolation tank right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Don't bother going to my website because it ain't there no more. No. Oh, no. But I tell you what, there's another one I'm putting together. So you'll be able to go there, okay? All right? And I'll let you know what that address is. All right? Okay. The phone line is up, and the number to call in is 562-912-3502. That's 562-912-3502. Because I want to hear from you, okay? You know, ladies and gentlemen, our government is a nasty cesspool of corruption. Oh, yes, our industrial might is but a thing of the past. And the Constitution and the Bill of Rights are being trashed, thrown out in the garbage. Yes, by a treasonous, out-of-control government intent on enslaving the American people. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I know. It sounds just like something out of a cheap 1950s science fiction movie, doesn't it? Oh, yes, it sounds just like something out of the Twilight Zone. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? You know what? We live in the Twilight Zone. Oh, yes, we do. You're traveling through another dimension. a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance. You are bombarded by the conditioning illusion projected forth by corporate and government-controlled mass media. A world of mind-controlled automatons, unable to think or speak out or stand up for themselves. You're entering a world where everything is just the opposite of what you think it is. You are living in the twilight zone. The twilight zone. Yes, indeed. We live in the twilight zone, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. Hello out there in Radio Land. And hello in the chat room. It's time for an important message, especially for you listeners out there. Oh, yes, because this program on Revolution Radio is listener-supported. And that means you, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this network and you like this program, then please send us money. Now, we don't want a whole lots of money. Oh, no. We don't want your grocery money. You don't have to take out a loan. You don't have to go out and rob a bank. And blackmail is like totally out, man. Okay? All right? Okay? All we want is whatever you can spare. That's it. That's all. So please help fund this broadcasting network. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, you need this broadcasting network. Revolution Radio is the voice of truth and freedom that you won't hear anywhere else. So please help to support entertaining, fabulously original, innovative, cutting-edge, enlightening, mind-expanding, and awe-inspiring programs just like this one. Yes, it's Wild Bill's headline Roundup, and it is heard only on Revolution Radio. So, send us money. There you go. Look out. Look out. The zombies are out in force. Oh, man. The wall Martians are out there. Millions and millions of mindless minions of the mainstream media are marching for merchandise. Oh, yes. You should see them. You should see them. They're just like discourteous, demented demons demanding department store discounts. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's the holiday season. And it is time to spend money that you don't have on crap that you can't afford so you can go deeper into debt and help contribute to corporate profits. Oh, that's right. That's right. So get on out there and do your part in purchasing cheap, shitty crap manufactured and shipped from communist China so that the traitorous criminal corporations can take in as much profit as possible. Time for holiday season musical bombardment, ladies and gentlemen. Everywhere you go, on the radio, in your car, in the office, at work, in the mall, in the store, Christmas music. Yes, yes, Christmas music to keep you in the Christmas spirit so that you will spend more money. Yes, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Only don't overemphasize the Christ part. See, you have to refrain from overemphasizing the Christ part nowadays. Okay? You don't want to offend anybody, right? Am I right? Oh, no. No, no, no. We can have none of that. We can have none of that. You know what? Buckaroos. Do you know what time it is? Oh, man. Well, let me tell you. It's time for Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Oh, yes. All the news that you won't get from the mainstream media. It's time to saddle up with old Wild Bill, and we gonna hit the trail and go round us up a whole mess of them there headline critters. Okay? All right? Are all you guys ready to ride? Are you ready to hit the trail? All right then. Let's get on. Yee-haw! That's right. Oh, yes. Man, oh, man. The headline roundup begins right now. Our first headline, ladies and gentlemen, the United States Treasury warns of what's to come. Oh, yes, catastrophic effect could last for more than a generation. Oh, yes, that's the headline. That's the headline. According to the new report released yesterday, all of our worst fears may soon be realized should the United States default on its obligations to creditors, employees, and recipients of state-sponsored benefits. This is nothing short of an official admission and confirmation of the decades-long woeful mismanagement of U.S. economic, fiscal, and monetary policy. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. In the event that a debt limit impasse were to lead to a default, it could have a catastrophic effect not only just on financial markets, but also on job creation. Oh, yes, that's what the report said. Credit markets could freeze. The value of the dollar could plummet. U.S. interest rates would skyrocket. The negative spillovers could reverberate around the world. And there might be a financial crisis and recession that could echo the events of 2008 and worse. Oh, yes, that's what the report said, ladies and gentlemen. Considering the experience of countries around the world that have defaulted on their debts, not only might the economic consequences of default be profound, but those consequences, including high interest rates, reduced investment, higher debt payments, and slow economic growth, could last for more than a generation. Oh, yes, that is what the report states. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. In other words, the government is going broke. There you have it. That's it in a nutshell. Am I right? Am I right? And that means that you are about to get the shaft. That's right. You're going to get the shaft, all of you. Oh, yes, me too, and everybody we know. Get ready, because here it comes. Oh, yes. Remember that song? Get ready, because here it... And if you think I'm playing around here, just wait. Just wait. Just wait. You think you're going broke now? You think you're going broke now? You ain't seen nothing yet. That's right. That's right. I tell you what, let's take that there one. Let's see the corral with all the rest of them. What do you say? What do you, get on in there. Get your big old broke down old one on in. Get on in there. Get on in. Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we now continue with Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Free your mind. And your ass will follow. Oh, yes, and no truer words have ever been spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue on with Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Okay? All right? Okay? What? Now, hold on now. Hold on now. Who left the gate open? Who left the gate open? All the sheeple getting out all over the damn... Come on now. Come on, get back in there. Get back in there. Sheeple just kind of wander around with this dazed look on their faces, you know. We try to keep them in there, but somebody keeps leaving the gate open. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you what, we live in the twilight zone. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, our next headline. Amazon's unmanned drone delivery service faces legal problems with the FAA before it can fly. Oh, man. Yeah, that's right. You heard right. Drone delivery service. That's right. Amazon wants to be number one as far as that's concerned. Oh, man. Amazon's plan to let self-guided drones deliver packages has run into regulatory turbulence. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of the online giant, is working on a way to use small aircraft to get parcels to customers in 30 minutes or less. What will they think of next? What will they come up with next, ladies and gentlemen? Where was I? While flight technology makes it feasible, U.S. law and the society's attitude towards drones haven't caught up with Bezos' vision. Oh, the company says it's working on the so-called Prime Air unmanned aircraft project. Bezos said that while they look something like something out of science fiction, there's no reason that they can't be used as delivery vehicles. So what does Jeff Bezos care about the use of drones and how the government and law enforcement want to use them to track and trace everybody? What does he care about them being about using them to spy on people? What does he care? What does he care if they use them to kill people that the government or law enforcement want to target? What does he care? Oh, man. Just as long as Amazon can pave the way and make money off the use of drones. What's the harm in that? Oh, what's the harm in that? Drones are the thing of the future, man. So, like, get with it. You know what I'm saying? Get with it. Come on now. Get with the program. Get with the program. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't particularly care for that one. No, I didn't particularly care for that there headline. I didn't appreciate that headline at all. I think there was something wrong with it. I think it's a kind of sickly looking thing. I think it's up to me. It's up to me. I think I put the thing out of his misery. What do you say? Oh man. That's right. And the question, to be or not to be, that is the question. So, are you having a good time so far listening to the Samsel Report tonight? Are you having a good time? I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having a good time listening to the Samsel Report this evening. So there you go. Okay, let's move on with the headline roundup. All right. Texas sixth graders assigned to design a flag for a new socialist nation. Oh, yes, you heard right. Oh, yes, you heard right. Texas sixth graders were assigned to design a new flag for a new socialist nation as part of the state's curriculum. That's right. That's what they're telling the kids to do. Oh, man. No one is allowed to view the lessons except teachers. And the teachers had to sign a gag order not to tell anyone about the content of the lessons. Oh, man. Some lesson plans promote pro-Islamic and pro-homosexual ideas. Hey, come on now. Come on. What are you worried about, this communism, this socialism, this kind of stuff in the schools? What are you worried about? What's the problem? Hey, we're all just one big happy family in the new world order. Communism, fascism, socialism, who cares? Who cares? Islam, no problem. Gay, lesbian, transgendered, transsexuals, what's the big deal, people? Can't we all just coexist? Can't we all just be as one? After all, Isn't it all about freedom? Isn't it all about liberty? Isn't that what you guys are always talking about? It's freedom, it's liberty, it's the Constitution. Well, that everybody should be at liberty to freely live any way they so desire. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Borders, religions, morality. Who needs them? Yes, yes, as mankind moves into a new millennium, we shall all find that we are one planet, one country, one people. We need a new constitution. Oh, yes, a world constitution. We shall be all for one, and one will be all. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's what they're teaching kids in school these days. Oh, yes, and you heard it first, right here. Oh, man. I tell you what, stick in the corral. Come on, get on in there. Get on in there with all your commie, fascist, socialist, Nazi, racist. Get on in there. There you go. There you have it. There you go. Now, as I now look back over that last headline about these kids designing new flags for socialist nations, I seem to have the sudden urge to kind of just, kind of just crunch it all up and just take and stick and flush it right down the old porcelain receptacle. Yes, because after thinking about it for a minute, I truly believe that that's where it belongs. Okay. Our next headline: Georgia school confiscates Christmas cards. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you heard right. You heard right. A school in Georgia, confiscates Christmas cards. The Christmas card censorship comes as the Bullock County Board of Education cracks down on religious expression in their schools. Oh, yes. They are cracking down on it, by God. That's right. Teachers have been ordered to remove any religious icons or items from their classrooms. The Board of Education released a statement late Tuesday denying that removing the Christmas cards had anything to do with the current open and ongoing discussions that the school system is having with local citizens about religious liberties and expression. The public school system must purge itself of all patriotic and religious connotations. We can have none of that. That's all totally outmoded, and it's not with the program. Founding Fathers and Jesus Christ are out. Above all, there cannot be any mention or reference to Christ or Christianity. Not an implication nor undertone nor insinuation be. Let not even so much as a nuance to thy lips. Instead, let fly with the global agenda, the new philosophy, the new reasoned doctrine, yea, and the new logical concept of the new world order.
Yes, it's Charlie Danger, private detective. Charlie Danger, defender of the Constitution. And now, Charlie Danger, private detective.
Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it today are more cunning, traitorous, and evil than ever. They got big wallets and big ideas and big plans, and they don't like anything or anyone that gets in their way. I ought to know. I'm Charlie Danger. It was a cold, windy day as I sat behind my desk in my cozy little office waiting for a phone to ring that lately hadn't been ringing enough. I sat staring blankly at the wall, listening to the sultry sound of the sax player down the hall practicing for his next weekend's gig. I was trying to decide if I should get up and fix myself yet another drink. Suddenly the door burst open and a beautiful blonde bombshell in a fancy evening dress that fit just right in just the right places strolled into the room. She stood there in her spiked heels looking utterly gorgeous and at the same time a little bit dangerous. I say dangerous because in her pretty little hand was a great big .38 caliber snub-nosed Smith & Wesson, and the business end was pointing right at my ticker.
Yes, there are now 4 Charlie Danger adventures to choose from. Go to hiddenmysteries.com. That's hiddenmysteries.com.
That's right. If you go to hiddenmysteries.com and you tell them, wow, Bill sent you, then you get 10% off on top of that. So, hey, man, oh man, you can't beat that with a stick. I'm telling you.
And we've got our first caller, 941.
Oh, man. Hey there, caller. How you doing?
Oh, hi there. My name is Merle, and I got a problem.
You have a problem?
Yes, I'm a member of the Gay Nazis for Christ, and we support Jewish Christians.
Goodbye. See you later.
Oh, the gay Nazis for Christ? Where do these people come from?
Out of the woodwork.
Man, all right. Well, hey, you know, it was good for a laugh, right? Give him the Turkey Award, man. There's the Turkey Award. What a turkey, I'll tell you. And you give it to him again. There you go, you turkey. Hey. Oh, my goodness. All right, now next headline. Are you ready for this? I was deeply touched by this next headline. Gun-wielding granny goes out in a blaze of glory in a gunfight with 3 thugs. Went out in a blaze of glory. Oh, they picked on the wrong granny this time, I'm telling you. 76-year-old Dorothy Hendricks was walking home from bingo last week at 1 a.m. in the morning when she was attacked by a gang of 3 thugs intent on robbing her and taking her life. Oh, look out. Look out. However, Mrs. Hendricks was robbed a couple of years ago. See? And ever since then, she's been packing heat, man. That's right. Once is enough, right, Mrs. Hendricks? A gunfight in the street ensued. That's right. It ensued. Several shots were fired. Hendricks was hit and fell to the ground. But before she hit the ground, she shot one of the gang members in the belly. Oh, yes. The street thug was hospitalized, and he survived. And all 3 are facing murder charges. Yes, indeed. So let's have a big Samsel Report round of applause for Dorothy Hendricks, okay? Great big round of applause. There you go, Dorothy. Went out in a blaze of glory. Right there in the middle of the street. Yes, indeed. God bless her, I tell you what. But she went out with her boots on. That's right. She went out with her boots on. What was that, sweetheart? Did you say something? Oh, yeah. Well, the next one is all about an unarmed man who was charged with assault after New York cops shot at him but missed and wounded bystanders instead. Okay? Now, this you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one, ladies and gentlemen. A grand jury indicted an unarmed, emotionally disturbed man on assault charges after police opened fire on him near New York City's Times Square. They missed and wounded 2 bystanders. Investigators said 35-year-old Glenn Broadnax of Brooklyn created a disturbance September 14th by playing in traffic and by lunging towards oncoming cars. So here's this guy in the middle of the street in New York City, right down there in Times Square, and he's playing chicken with the oncoming traffic. I mean, what's wrong with this picture? So police arrive as a crowd gathers at 42nd Street and 8th Avenue. And the police arrived and they tried to corral the laughing Broadnax. The laughing Broadnax. When the man reached into his pants pocket, the officers opened fire. Oh, they missed Broadnax, but they wounded 2 women who were standing nearby. An officer finally subdued Broadnax with a taser gun, and he was initially arrested on misdemeanor charges of drug possession and resisting arrest. But the Manhattan District Attorney's Office brought the case before a grand jury and secured a 9-count indictment on felony charges. And that carries a possible 25-year prison sentence. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we live in the twilight zone. There's no just, we live in the twilight zone. It's absolutely amazing. But I tell you what, that'll teach them not to mess with the New York Police Department. Oh no, don't you mess with the New York Police Department. Oh no, last year, officers struck 9 bystanders in front of the Empire State Building when they killed an armed murderer. They shot the murderer and 9 additional people.
Well, ain't that what you get when you pick folks out that have the lowest IQ to be police officers in your city? My God.
That's right.
But we're going to indict you for not blocking the bullets.
That's right. Don't mess with the New York City police, okay? Because they'll get you. And whoever's standing around you as well, all right? So remember that, boys and girls. I would like to take this opportunity to make the listener or listeners aware that any views or opinions expressed are the sole artistic creation of a single human entity. Thus, said entity assumes full responsibility for all thoughts, ideas, concepts, assumptions, suppositions, assertions, quotations, exclamations, evaluations, disclosures, revelations, usurpations, plagiarism, propaganda, indoctrination, insinuations, innuendos, or exposés that may or may not be heard during the act of listening to this audio.
And if you're out there listening, that's what you get for listening, boy.
That's right. It's your own damn fault for tuning in. Man, oh man, oh man. Things are getting spooky, ladies and gentlemen. Things are getting really spooky around here. I swear to God. I mean, my goodness. All the strange things that are going on out there. Well, shall I give the phone number out one more time? You think I ought to be able to do that? 562-912-3502. This is the Samsel Report right here. Wild Bill's headline roundup. Believe it or not. Oh, yes. So we're gonna go take a break here any moment now. Am I right?
Any second.
Let us reach out and bring in the light and surround ourselves with good intentions and let's chant Shante Shante Om, Shante Shante Om, Om Shante Shante, Shante Shante Om.
You're listening to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. We'll be right back after this message.